Speaking of things getting bad, children at some Jersey Shore beaches are getting skin rashes like this after swimming in the water. Concerned parents going on Facebook wondering what's going on. Well, this week, the town of Highlands in Monmouth County posted this warning about sea lice in bay beaches. Reports of bites at multiple beaches along Sandy Hook Bay as well. And joining us now to talk about it is Paul Bologna, who's a professor of biology at Montclair State University. Paul, thank you so much for being here. It's icky to look at. It probably feels even worse for many of those kids. What are sea lice?
So they're actually the larvae of really small jellyfish called thimble jellies. And what happens is that because they're larvae, they're incredibly small, you can't see them. So this is one of those opportunities that those small things can kind of get under your bathing suit or under your clothes. And then once they're sort of, moving around inside you, that's oftentimes where the biggest stings come from these. So that's one of the biggest problems with them, is that they'll get under your clothes, under your suit, and then just continue to sting them along.
So is it pretty similar to a jellyfish bite? Like, how do you know if you've been stung by one of these?
Well, usually it's going to start as sort of a mild irritation, but the real big problems is that when large numbers are under your clothes, they continue to sting and sting and sting, and then all of a sudden that sort of pain goes up with you, and that's really where people start to get those problems. So they can kind of show up on your legs and arms, but if those get trapped inside your suit or under your shirts, then all of a sudden you get really, really bad stings.
And are they in the ocean or just the bays?
So you will find them both in the ocean and in the back bays. They tend to be kind of patchy, so they're kind of hit or miss. If you happen to be in an area where they're all concentrated, then all of a sudden everybody on the beach sort of gets that feeling. But you might go the following day and there'll be no symptoms. There'll be none of them present within the water.
Does it mean the water's dirty?
No, it just means that the ocean is full of life, and this is part of the reproduction stages of these jellies, and that's part of what it is. And so we have to deal with the fact that the ocean is alive, and this is how animals reproduce, and it's just sort of a side effect of our interactions with them.
And is it something that you can actually see or feel ahead of time or in the water, or no?
Well, you won't see them because they're too small to see, but you will start to feel them. You'll start to feel that tingling, and then, potentially, pain affiliated as the stinging cells begin to kind of, crunch into you and sort of like, put their little toxins inside your skin. And that's where you start to get the raised welts and everything else.
Okay, so what about the treatment for it?
Well, this is, a little bit hard. Depends on sort of the severity of them. If it's a handful of things, most people are pretty fine. But something like Benadryl or a calamine lotion can help kind of ease the symptoms alongside there. But most of the time, it's just going to take a little bit of time for those to sort of reduce in size so that you're starting to feel more normal.
All right. Well, Paul Bologna, we appreciate you as well as Rocky the Red Hawk there joining us from Montclair State University, the mascot. Appreciate you guys.
All right. Thank you. Have a good weekend.